So we are live with Kindful.
Yes.
Doing a demo at QBConnect. And I got pictures being taken of me too.
It's the eye behind the eye.
Yeah. So Kindful is one of the finalists for the App Showdown.
Yep.
Right?
That's right.
And you guys did your
we did our
pitch last night.
Last night.
So what was your answer? So what would you do if you won?
I actually said that I would cash that all in as single dollars. We'd get a bunch of money guns. We'd get all of our nonprofit customers together. We'd shoot all that money out to our nonprofit customers and hope that it's not a windy day.
There you go. That would be awesome.
We'd give that money back to the nonprofits, to the ecosystem.
To the ecosystem, so you're going to help more apps. And
that's right.
Because you guys are doing some amazing stuff for nonprofits. So what do we got?
So we're looking at the Kindful platform. It's a web-based platform, so you can access it anywhere.
Okay.
What we want to do is we're kind of the centralized hub of where all that data comes in from different sources into the Kindful database.
Cool.
So very similar to like QuickBooks. We integrate with them, real time, goes both ways, both the online and the desktop version.
Yeah, and you guys integrate with a lot, right?
We do, yeah. So even through like Zapier, actually, it would take it up to about 750 applications.
Holy cow!
Through Zapier, and then we've got 24 integrations that we have.
That's awesome.
That we have through there, so yeah, it's great.
Yeah, and you talked about, I think in your video yesterday, it was talking about like all the different sources of money when the nonprofits get and it all coming in and them trying to manage it all. So you have the solution for that.
We do. So what we have seen, the kind of problem that we solved is all of these nonprofits have some really great platforms out there that are all siloed in different areas.
Okay.
So, we use PayPal, and we use Eventbrite, and we use Square, and we use spreadsheets, and we use QuickBooks, and none of that talks to each other.
Okay.
So we want to be that centralized piece of data where everything can flow in and help nonprofits save a lot of time. That's what we want to do.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So
Kindful is a web-based platform. Here we're kind of looking at the dashboard. This just gives us a good bird's eye view of everything that's going on in the organization. So we talked a lot about how those different data points come into Kindful. So we've got some Eventbrite transactions here. We have some recurring transactions. But even through our platforms with MailChimp, Emma, and Constant Contact, we can see emails that have gone out. The people that love you and open your emails, and
that's
the ones
cool.
that don't as well. You can run real-time reporting as well inside of Kindful, and so we want to give nonprofits access to not only the data that they're collecting, but those other platforms are collecting as well. What's important to us is the donor, right? It's all about the donor, how they give, different ways that they can give. So when we see a contact profile, there's a lot of information on this one page. So you can go in and see kind of how they've given. You can see supposedly what they look like.
Supposedly?
Yeah, supposedly.
Well, what their social might be.
Social profiles pull that in.
Because, mine always look a lot nicer than in real life.
Yeah, it's true. And a lot of times what you'll see is some people have like a profile picture of like themselves and their dogs.
Yeah.
Like, that's not really, or there's like 12 people in there. Like, do you take a picture of the choir?
I think my Twitter one is me doing like a really weird face.
Yeah. So
my tongue out. So
you can override that, so then you can like have a professional photo
that's
taken
nice.
there. But yeah, we'll find all their social media profiles for them. It's kind of like the 21st century phone book, bringing in all of that data. We can see how they've contributed and basically all the ways that you can interact with that donor on that piece.
Cool. So, and it integrates, so how does the integration work with QBO?
So the way that works with QBO is we have an automatic two-way integration. So
two ways, good.
Yep, so when transactions come in through Kindful, whether that's an offline transaction that you enter in or even if that's like an online transaction that comes in, that's going to flow automatically into QuickBooks.
Do you bring it in at like the different types of transactions, like an invoice or a sales receipt or all that sort of stuff?
So sales receipts flows into classes. And they got different
so
ways
you're
that
coding
you can
everything to
match
classes because that's important with nonprofits and QBO because that's basically how they're able to use QBO to make it work for them.
Right.
So that's awesome.
Yeah. So being able to have that come in automatically saves time without the import-export piece.
Right.
So going in and mapping that out works.
Is it an auto sync?
It is. So you can actually go in and choose when you want that to sync.
Okay.
So we don't support more than once an hour. And of course, like with the desktop version.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You don't support more than once an hour.
It's like, it's a diva about it.
Yeah.
Some people do it every 2 weeks. Like,
no.
They should get a better accountant.
Right.
But anyway, even with the desktop version, we sync with that as well.
Okay.
So that just has to be open, connected to the internet.
What are some of the oddest or craziest nonprofits you got?
Oddest or craziest nonprofits?
Again, don't have to name names. Just kind of what they do.
We get a lot of mission stuff.
Things that you never think of.
That's a great question. There was a nonprofit that we work with called Trailblazers, and they actually have a camp, and they use humans to actually heal the horses that are going through stress and stuff like that. So they actually use humans to kind of help nurture the horses. And I thought it was going to be the other way around. But it's actually the humans that are helping the horses.
That's great.
Trailblazers. It's a great org.
That's awesome.
So I think they're up in Maine or something like that.
So how many nonprofits do you guys have?
So we've got about 2,000. 2,000?
Are you like all over the U.S.?
All over the U.S., and we're in different countries as well. So
really?
we have some in Australia, we have some in the U.K., we have some in Canada. So
awesome. And you're from the South?
We're from the South.
So you're in Nashville.
We're all in Nashville. We're very proud of that as well.
I'm in Atlanta, so
yeah.
I love the accent. I can hear it.
We love it.
Do you have a lot focused in the South, or is it all over?
Really, it's kind of all over.
They all find you online?
Yeah, we do. We do have a good representation in the South. I think you always go inside your region of where you are first.
Right, you start there.
That's where we started.
Right.
And then we just kind of grew out. And
absolutely.
That's where we go.
So, awesome. Well, thank you for your time.
You're so welcome.
Great
Thanks
demo.
Thanks for the chat.
We'll see you guys more on QBOchat, maybe.
Yeah.
Talk to you guys later.
Signing off.
Goodbye.